You know what it is?
¿Qué pasa?
Minds of Mischief, the mischievous podcast. It's time to get started.
¿Qué pasa?
My man Jackson, what it is?
What's good, Playboy?
Just record, brother. It's all right. It's just get into it. Just hit play.
That's what she told me. Just get into it. Yeah, that was a great sentence. I'm sorry.
I'm already good over here. So, anyway, man, welcome. I can take all these headphones. Everybody sounds good. So, welcome back. We got to get, this year we're trying to get really into this, what's it called? Consistency, man, of getting back to. One, we've been consistent for a couple of years now. You know what I'm saying? And people, it takes a little while for y'all to catch up.
Yeah.
We here. We doing our thing. But we did this last week because everybody was moving around. Last week, you guys were out of town. Y'all went out and killed the city. Yeah. So, let's get into that. How was your weekends with an S? Fresh, what you got for me?
All right, well, first off, I just want to say this, right? I hate Facebook because they just reminded me that when we first started doing this, I had no facial hair. None whatsoever.
Oh, you got
none. Booty face.
Oh, booty face.
80s porn
the
star
booty
mustache.
face pumps with the booty face.
Repost the booty face.
Booty face pumps with the booty face. Hey, the booty face. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I had two really good weekends. I had two really good weekends. I started trading with a new broker. So I did a lot of crypto stuff, and crypto was really good to me. So Bitcoin went up about 2 weeks ago, and now it's on a downtrend. It's dumping, which was pretty dope.
Pump and dump,
baby.
Pump and dump. Poppy. It's re-entered the chat.
Pump and dump.
Pump and dump Poppy has re-entered the chat.
Pump and dump Poppy is back. The market is looking good. What else did I do? Oh, nature walk.
You took a piss?
So you did nature?
I did. I did a nature walk.
Bestiality?
What was I mean, yeah.
It's weird.
This can go a lot of ways because you were talking about pumping and dumping.
It wasn't cold outside, so I was like, you know what? It's a good day to go for a nature walk, and that's what I did.
When was this?
Saturday.
You just randomly went out for a walk?
Yeah.
By yourself?
In nature.
The way he's saying it,
it's something else. It's something there.
Just because there's a lot of vague gray area does not mean anything.
You just said in nature, random walk in nature.
What did you find out about yourself when you was out there?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you find out that you hate nature?
No. Actually, it's very confusing.
See, here's a question.
That wasn't it's not the word I was expecting.
No, it is. It's very confusing because you want to feel the peace and the tranquility of everything of being outside.
I can't do it with the words. I can't do it.
But the fear of something just jumping out. You know what I mean?
So this is implied that you walk around naked? Because this is what we're getting here. You're scared of something jumping out naked?
Nah. You got naked out of it?
Because he's talking about, he keeps saying, I took a walk in nature.
I did.
In nature. And it was just like, this alluding to like,
in
and
nature.
I'm like, why would you say that? What the hell you think you are, Adam and Eve? What is happening here?
No, I am not Adam and Eve.
You're just Eve. You just Adam.
No. I think Adam wasn't long enough for me.
Whoa! Come on, man. What is happening?
We've seen the pictures.
Whoa, hey.
Isn't that what you focused on?
No, I'm just saying,
I
brother.
ain't no pictures.
I can't claim that, brother. I can't claim that, brother. You know where you're from.
Wait a minute.
Just saying.
Can we ask?
Nope. There's a new movie out called Nope, and I want you to go. Nope.
Just one more question.
It's a new movie
coming. Hold on. Compare me to that, man.
I'm just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Where do pictures of Adam come from?
What you mean?
How you find pictures of Adam? I got questions.
Hey, look, man. Whenever you see anything,
you know what? This is as bad as why. This is why you don't pump and prime.
Nah, chill out.
This is why you don't. This is why you don't.
I've been to the Vatican.
Wait a minute.
They got a picture of Adam and Eve on the wall.
And you trusted the Vatican's picture?
Hey, look, man. Where the hell am I gonna get it from?
They've been lying a lot.
They've been lying alone, and it's
but
we.
It's gonna lie. They can at least add some size. I'm just saying, because you got to think about it. We would never see it anyway.
Why are you talking about this main junk?
Because y'all try to compare me to Adam. Because I went into nature.
That's the first thing you thought of being Adam?
Yeah, because it's like that Adam. You would choose someone that would represent
Adam's
or resemble
dick is on your mind is what you're saying. I have a problem with
no, like someone who's been in nature.
His dick is on his mind. Boom, boom,
pause.
boom,
Major pause.
His dick is on his mind.
Pause. Major pause.
His dick is on his mind.
Pause. Major pause.
We just started the show.
Just saying.
And this is where we at.
We sorry, y'all. We sorry, but we know y'all missed us, so here it is. You know, hey, Poppy Fresh he coming with fresh material. This is what he do.
All right.
Well,
You don't compare me to somebody. Just compare you to somebody from like the Congo or something.
But who is you? Like who we compare?
My mind already said that, so I'm like, well, wait a minute. Then where we?
Saying.
Dude, that's not good for you, because
Saying.
this means you out here just looking at penises.
No,
all
I'm
the time.
not.
That's what it sounds like penis.
Hey, what other penis are you about to
I'm
reference
not-
other
the
than Adam?
thing-
Then,
But see, that was the issue. That was the issue right there, right? Because when we
keep
seen
going.
Adam,
Keep going.
right, he's supposed to be the first man, right? Unfortunately,
so you trying to tell us this where we starting?
bruh,
In God's image.
thank you.
The smallest Johnson alive.
Thank
Is that
you.
What you're saying?
That's what
I
I'm
don't-
saying.
Why are you?
I'm
Why?
saying.
I've never had this thought. I've never
Me
had
either.
This, I've never, and now I'm
Until you
mad
just
that
compared
this
me
has
to
been a
Adam.
conversation.
I felt some type of way.
But bruh,
I'm speechless.
nobody.
I don't even want to tell
And
nobody
it's
about my
Black
weekend
History
now.
Month,
I'm
too.
scarred. I'm silent.
Y'all
I have
gonna
nothing
choose
else to say.
Adam.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You,
I'm mute.
talk show.
I'm mute. No, I'm mute on a talk show.
oh my God.
But I had a really
don't-
good weekend, man.
I don't
had a
care.
really good weekend.
At this point, we
Had a
don't
really good
care.
weekend. What you mean?
Because we didn't forgot the weekend even happened at this point.
At this point, I'm.
At this point,
How they saying
I
in
don't
South?
know when did you have this thought? Is what
I'm
the question
literally
is.
Just now. Just now.
no speech impediment. I'm
Just
confused.
now.
All right.
I'm confused.
So,
now.
I don't understand. I'm confused.
all right, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
lost.
Well, bring it back. Jackson, how was your weekend?
No,
You know, I'm just glad to be here. At this point, I'm just glad to be here.
How about you, J-Boy? How was your weekend? Weekends.
It was eventful, but I mean, it wouldn't.
Weekends.
I wasn't in nature, and now I'm scared to be in nature.
Aquarius.
Listen,
bash. You did
Aquarius. Listen, I celebrated my
Aquabash, we
birthday.
did that.
I did a celebration to my birthday because I celebrate the whole season.
That was 2 weeks ago?
I had a blast.
2 weeks ago.
I had a blast. I did a lot of working out, a lot of cardio activities, kept myself healthy. It's and I was in nature too. I was in the beauty that nature gives, and I got lost a couple of times, but I made my way back out, and I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad that y'all was
must
able
have
to
missed those
you know,
activities.
Yeah, I'm glad that y'all. It's a blessing for y'all to see me because I didn't know I was gonna make it back.
You was alive.
Yeah, it was a journey. It was some paths, some twists and turns, but you know what? I made it. I sound like I'm testifying.
It was
in
all
church
those
services.
canceled
I made
flights.
it.
You
Ha.
sound like you're
Ha ha ha! I made it.
There's all those
There's a
canceled
lot of
flights.
never would have made it. You know what I'm saying?
Without you.
Hey, vocals, come
Hey,
through.
see?
Come through. Look.
Never,
Stop.
never, never, never,
Hey.
never, never would've made it. Never would've made it. Never would've made it.
Hey, it's bad though when that junk come on, you get lit. You're like, oh, hey.
Take it to church for
They playing it in the club too. It's so legit.
So,
In the club, talking about never would have made it.
Man,
Was that from being drunk?
2 weeks.
Never
What
would have
was
made it home.
2 weekends.
Why did
Never would have made it
I
home.
I had an event that weekend too. I had
Never
a
would-
wedding that weekend.
You did.
I had a wedding that weekend. So that went fantastic. It was awesome. New clients had never seen us before.
Fantastical.
That
Fantastical.
was awesome. And this past weekend had the Augusta prom, man. Augusta prom. Shout out to Augusta, man. They came out. They sold it out. They came out dressed. The couples came out dressed. The single women and single men came out. And so that's a plus.
How does
Because
that work?
I feel left
It's
out.
smart.
I want to go to the prom.
This is the thing. This is smart. And see, girls, they get together. They go out to things all the time. They go get dressed. They go show up like, girl, let's go have fun. Dudes, y'all so dumb. Y'all at the cigar bar with a bunch of hard legs. Like, put on your clothes and come to these events. I be trying to tell y'all.
this is very
It's
true,
where
though.
all the women be at. Y'all don't go to brunch. It's tens of tables of women they come. And girls, y'all stupid because y'all go to brunch with each other.
Right.
You probably need to swap it out. I
Y'all
talk about this
stupid
all the
because y'all go
time.
to brunch with each other.
But anyway, y'all should go to these things, man. What they had a New Edition concert, I think last night. Charlie was a New Edition and Jodeci.
Okay.
Fellas, you ain't gotta go with your fellas. Buy you a ticket and go by yourself. Guess what? It was an arena full of women.
So, but
Arena full of women. You gotta, if you looking for a woman, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. If you actually looking for something,
right.
then go where it is. Just like when you fishing, you ain't gonna go. You go say we going fishing. You ain't gonna go cast into a pothole or puddle or something. You gonna go out to the lake or the river. Or
Some people fish in puddles.
People are fishing in puddles.
Right.
That's
When
what's
it come
happening.
to them dating.
And they wonder why
but-
they ain't getting no results.
I just have a question.
Whole nother conversation. We'll get
I
to
just
that
have a
another
question.
day. But
So
yeah,
at the prom,
yeah.
I'm not sure I want to.
how does it work? And what I mean by that is, so if I'm a single man, do I just walk up and say, since we already here
Would you
together,
like to dance?
Yes, because that's what I would have
You
like. Can I
want
have this
something to
dance?
But that's
you
the same.
To the bar. You want to drink?
But when I think of prom, it was like, yo, I had to ask so and so out because I know after prom, me and so finna get together. So as an adult, like
it's even better.
When I
because I'm walking up to you, I'm like, yo, come get a sip of punch with me.
But like when
got
I
that red punch over there with some cookies.
Is it
me
you
feed you
though?
some cookies.
You know what I mean? Because you know, like at the prom, you had to ask, like, would you go to the prom with me, right? And that was implied, like
you a grown up.
But
You're not asking for, hey, do you want to go on this date no more? You can. That would have been cute if you did that with somebody and took them on a date. But if you went as a single
when
man,
you already there,
yeah, she's dressed up, looking good. You dressed up, looking good. Hey, we here. You want a party? It's just like being at a party. Anything
let's
else.
have a good off.
So is that consent? Is what I'm saying.
Consent to, are we talking about smashing? Is that where you going at?
But that's what the prom was.
No, that's the problem. You see, your mind is in the wrong place.
But I'm asking because that's what the prom was. I'm
saying
I'm being real. When we was in high school, we was like, hey, we going to the
minute.
prom.
Wait a minute.
It was the experience of going to the prom. That's the cherry on top.
Can we just talk about the fact that you expected his mind to be in the right place?
We went to the prom every year, bro. 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade.
But see, that sounds like your game was already flawed. Because you needed the prom for you to smash something.
No,
that's
it was
a
given. No, you missing the point.
So you trying to get the prom smash?
Was like automatic beat night.
And Tuesday is automatic beat night.
No, not when you a kid.
Nigga, I walk up, man. I'm Jason. Nigga, it's always automatic beat night.
Yeah, we give scoliosis tests around here.
Don't need no
scoliosis test.
So that's what I'm
but
saying.
You missing the point.
No, because I never thought like that ever. Because I didn't have to.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You walk in the room and just black out. So
I was just curious.
Beat night. It doesn't work like that for the prom. I was saying, however you want. If that's what you wanted to do.
I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
So he hosted Augusta Beat Night. Got it. Augusta. So he was doing Augusta Beat Night.
See what I'm saying?
It was adult beat night in Augusta.
But that's the problem. See, that's the problem. It's like, and so the ladies, that's not where they mind at. But ladies, y'all heard it just now by hearing this conversation. Y'all heard how the guys saw it, and you see how you see. You saw I would get to put on a nice dress and go out. Guy said, I'm going out and I'm sniping. That's the problem. That's really the problem. That's why people can't find each other.
Shoot. Oh man, no, you missing it. Bro.
No, I'm not missing. I'm saying that's the difference because you're not wrong about.
Because a lot of women lost their virginity on prom night, so it was very like a sentimental experience. So it's like when you look at the adult prom, are you creating the same experience? Like, girl, you pure. It's just you.
That's if you want.
You know,
life is what you make it. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Life is what you make it. If you want to be you want to play a fantasy and be like, I'm 17 again.
But it's the prom.
So you out here.
It's a
prom.
So you out here defiling people at prom.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you was the biggest pervert in Miami. That's what it sounds like. You put it out there.
It's not true.
Hey, heads up. Stay away from booty face. Stay away from the booty face.
Booty face murderer was this man right here.
Defiler.
All right, this was just the opening. Moving on.
I just got questions, man.
Yeah, you know how we got to start the show.
News and hot topics.
Jesus, that was kind of a hot topic, I guess.
Booty face murderer.
So, man, All-Star Weekend was this past weekend. Many people were like, meh, on the All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
The three-point contest was dope.
It was.
It was definitely dope. And Big Cat was the one that won.
He
said, I'm the best big man shooter of all time. He wanted to prove it. He went
he
out there
proved
and he actually won the contest, which was kind of dope. It's really just a dunk contest that everybody is really disgusted with.
No, don't
Like,
even talk about it. Moment of silence.
for the dunk
There it
contest
is.
forever and ever.
Done.
Oh man,
It was that bad, honestly.
but really, this was it. The NBA need to go ahead and there's a bunch of street ball dunk contests, and there are professional dunkers now. They go on tour. They're doing dunk tours all the time. That's all they do. I know a couple of the dudes that's from here. All they do is work on dunk. NBA players, to their credit, they working on their actual game. Their mid-range game, their free throws. They working on their actual game. You know what I'm saying? So the creativity when it comes to the dunks ain't there. Because they ain't working on that.
Right.
They really not. They like, man, all right,
They just trying
I'm
to.
an in-game dunker. Put me in a dunk contest.
They trying to
I
keep
mean,
the
the
check
dude who
coming.
won, you could tell he do that though.
Obi Toppin, he caught the most alley-oops this year, but that's all he do.
Right. I mean, during the
He's
game.
always
but
been a dunker.
He did put it between the legs during the game though.
Yeah, but that's like now, like when J.R. Ryder did between the legs, that was like, oh my God, that was the first time. Now, like between the legs is like a layup at this point.
I think the
like
issue,
everybody's doing that.
I think the issue is that, so back in the day, it was like you got your name out there. Now, it's a lot of big men or people who are a little too tall to be in the dunk competition
because it doesn't look as
exciting or as
when a big man when the smaller guards get up there, it does look.
It's like John Morant.
But again,
bruh,
in game, and so it's better for in game. But just like I think for the NBA doesn't want to extend that olive branch, I think, to some of those street ball companies, and they just need to connect to the street ball company. Just be like, you know what? I'm gonna put you on the NBA street or something, put you under that fold. We're gonna share some money, and I'm gonna bring you on. We're gonna showcase you just for one weekend. It's one weekend.
Right.
And it's one event, really. It ain't even a whole weekend. Be like, hey, man, bring your top 5 on the tour, and we're gonna do it right here and make it exciting.
Yeah, I agree to that because you gotta think about it. They do the celebrity game. And they not basketball players,
exactly.
So it makes sense to bring them in. You right?
Bring the boy, the white boy with purple hair to be jumping over things and dunking backwards.
That dude is super sick though.
I don't even know his name, but I know.
But it been like that for years. That was no different than looking at the NBA looking for handles when you can go watch And1, and these dudes do crazy things.
Right.
Really, it's like y'all could be showcasing these guys that just spend their time on this specific craft.
Correct.
Right. Instead of giving it to these guys that are keeping a paycheck, running through a whole season. That's just not what they.
They not working. Yes, they working on free throws.
You know what?
How did I get to the end of the game and hit these free throws?
You know what? I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it.
Okay, I'm scared already.
Greg Anthony's son with the Timbs, bruh. Like, what were you thinking?
That was imagery.
At first, I was like, you know what? I can play into this.
Yeah, it was.
But then it hit me. He too short. He too short. Like,
that's actually what made that dunk a little more.
No,
because he's in Timbs.
It would have been cleaner.
He's
been
in
more
Timbs
exciting.
as a guard, jumping to dunk. You ever tried dunking Timbs?
Bruh, he's too short.
Have you just tried running in Timbs?
He's too short.
He wore his daddy jersey, a New York jersey. It all made sense. It was thematic. It always made sense. It's just you didn't have any more dunks though. That was the thing. Because I watched the snippet version because I wasn't there watching the game, but that was the only dunk they showed of him, and it was over with. He was out at the first round. So anyway, so NBA weekend overall, I loved the actual game though. The game went down to the wire, and LeBron hit the game-winning shot. Steph Curry hit 16 threes. That man did the turnaround no look from half court almost logo threes. Yo,
sweet.
Hey man,
Sweet.
Steph Curry is still
sweet.
You know, I'm the biggest Steph Curry fan. I loved it, man.
He's phenomenal, man.
I gotta say this too.
You got a lot to say.
Mary J. Shout out to her.
Is that what you was
because
doing?
she performed at the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute.
And then she turned around and she performed at All-Star Weekend.
Because she got an album out.
She's having a hell
promotion.
Of a year, dog. Straight
no,
up.
that's called a rollout.
But no, because I've never seen that before. I've never seen someone perform at the Super Bowl and then turn around and perform at All-Star. I've never seen it.
I can't,
I've never seen
it. I thought it was
that.
cool. I think
it's because we both are in the music industry, so we understand, and that's fair.
Bro, we understand promotion and marketing, dog. But you got to understand, she is a black woman during Black History Month in the 2 biggest events in sports, bro.
She's also one of the biggest artists.
Yeah, I'm like, you're talking about 20 years in history. We're like, you can't.
But it'd be different. You just want to give her props. I'm with that. I'm not gonna take away the props. Give her props. It was great. It was awesome.
We're just glad you're saying more with more volume. So I'm gonna shut up.
Here looking like
everybody sitting at home and listening. Just clap your hands real quick because Pedro's voice is elevated. We can hear him. You know what I'm saying? This is. We didn't even have to turn his mic up.
Let me.
Shut up.
Oh man. So I got it. I had a couple more things to talk about, but I don't want to run out of time today. But Fresh Prince Reboot, that came out 2 weeks ago, and there are a lot of people talking about it. Mostly good reviews. Seems like a darker version, which I think is a cool idea, because they do this with superhero movies too, where there's like this dark version of this kind of happy situation. And what made me think about it is I wonder if this would become a trend, like a darker Friends. Or a darker version of Family Matters, Boy Meets World, there's a fly Topanga.
Where they really just lean into the stuff that they kind of hit lightly.
Yeah.
So we basically saying we hitting it harder in 2022.
Yeah, just make it a little darker version of
just hitting it harder in 2022, huh? Just hitting it harder.
Make it a darker version of those. I think that'd be a cool.
I say Jerome in the house.
A dark version of Martin. I don't know if you can do that.
Shanae out here coming out, y'all.
Shanae coming through slapping.
Shanae would be probably a trans woman.
Yeah, she is.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what the character would be in the darker cinematic version of these shows, man.
Jerome would be on Me Too.
What's another? He be on Me Too.
What's wrong with you? I said the Roman out.
He'd definitely be in jail.
He said he'd be on Me Too.
What's another darker, another like sitcom you think they could? I said Family Matters. Full House. A darker version of Full House.
Yeah, but you know what? That
It wouldn't be the same.
That would have been weird though.
Yeah.
I think it's all weird, but
Weird like that.
what
What
we're
like,
talking about here.
That'd have been like a Hispanic.
Yeah, but I don't
household.
see how you could.
You said be a Hispanic household.
Yeah,
What?
you got like 5
You
families. in there.
better clear that up,
That's-
bro.
you ain't lying.
I know
No,
you
I'm serious.
Hispanic.
You're not
You
lying,
got-
though.
You got like 5 families in there, bro. You never see white people with 5 families in the house.
That's not true. Do you know how big the country is?
Bro, I've never
And
seen
what
it.
the poverty numbers are?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, because I don't live in
I've
the area.
never seen it.
But guess what? You go to Tennessee, it's probably
I've
like
never
that, one
seen
of
it
the
on
poorest
TV.
states.
Have you ever seen it on TV?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. You're talking about on a major platform
You
like
ever
that.
seen on TV? I've never seen it
Typically,
on
you're
TV.
right. It doesn't.
But we seen Hispanics who got a whole full house. Literally full house.
Yeah,
I can't
That's
even-
the whole concept.
Full house.
But you know they're doing that in San Francisco anyway because it costs so much to live
of
there.
course.
You have to,
Of course.
and you
There's
still
like-
you 4 families and you're still struggling.
You're still
and you're still struggling.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what would be
So
really
that was
dope?
like they was before their time.
The
They were
Bernie
ahead
Mac
of the curve.
show.
A darker version of Bernie Mac.
Darker version of Bernie Mac. How he got them kids.
He'd go back to what's the Players Club? He'd be dollar or something.
God damn it.
Yeah, man. So anyway, it seems like apparently everybody hates Carlton because he snorts coke. And I'm like, Jesus, this is the first episode. That went super dark.
Yeah, Carlton's definitely a different breed in this time
He
around.
snort coke.
He's a different
I was
person.
like, God dang,
He-
that's super
Well, you
dark.
know, that kind
He's
of makes
aggressive.
sense.
He's aggressive.
You gotta get it out. You gotta get it out.
I don't know, man. So
Oh,
maybe
man.
it'll become a trend.
gonna check it
That's
out.
how my mind goes. I just start thinking about where this
Roseanne.
could possibly go. Yeah, darker version.
Roseanne.
Yeah,
Oh my God, the Bundys. That would have been that.
Yeah,
that
'cause
right
he'd be
there.
Love and a marriage. Love and he be slapping the
Bruh,
crap out of
he
Peggy.
be so
Sit down.
so depressed. You know what I'm
Bruh.
saying? He was already kind of depressed.
Bruh.
And
He was.
We'd laugh about that, but he was like depressed about his life.
Yeah.
he
Working in the
reliving
shoe
high
store.
school days. Like
I mean,
really,
2 kids
think
with
about
a wife that drained his pockets. I mean, was that
it.
really?
And it wasn't much.
Were they not really showing the truth about the American dream, but yet people still ran after it? I'm confused. Is it where we go? Were they not really telling the truth? But
That's a good point.
okay.
So let's talk about the not so American dream.
Really?
Yeah. The not so American dream. So DoorDash is about to start dinging eateries by raising its commission rates, which we're gonna jump as 20%. 20% higher on orders like McDonald's
gonna be them
for
long
taking too
dings.
long. If higher rates gonna kick in when the drivers have to wait longer than 4 minutes.
But is that
So now
on-
McD's got to pay a higher rate because they are taking too long.
Oh, I love it.
No, that's only fair because it's been like that for a while.
I love
mean,
it.
I kind of looked at that perspective for the drivers. Like drivers get dinged for food is cold or food took too long when they're only trained. Like they're only the messengers. I was like, why would y'all charge them? They have nothing to do with being able to pick up the food and leave.
Yeah.
And you can track them the whole time, so you know they're not BSing you. But it's like
It's true.
I was sitting there
that
waiting.
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
now DoorDash is gonna start hiking up the commission rates, and Mickey D's got to charge, but it's not gonna start till next year. So it gives them a year to get their process together,
get a system together for them
and
to be
get
efficient.
Their staffing together, get efficient. Cause Chipotle made the right move. They got a whole side setup for call-ins, and so it's a whole setup over to if you go
And
to
all they
Chipotle,
working is-
and all they working is those tickets.
That makes sense.
That's because I used to hate to go to Chipotle and in between you working a ticket to come in, and so they gotta work that to go order while they trying to get yours, and it just makes the line inside a little bit longer. So man, I think it was really smart for them to have a whole separate station. So they gotta figure that out. These people are gonna have to figure out.
I think McDonald's isn't that the same place?
Hmm?
Chipotle is owned
Correct.
by McDonald's.
Owned by McDonald's. And
So
so
McDonald's
but
don't have the same system.
they
in place.
just don't operate the same.
Got Carlton on the 3rd floor.
They just don't operate the same, man.
I don't think it's that. I just think the pandemic really hit a lot of companies hard. And it's like I said, I think you said it when we've had a lot of the shows doing 2020 that we weren't going to see those ramifications or effects until it was going to take a solid year for you to start realizing, the money is starting to disappear. I don't have the manpower. I don't have the manpower or the finances to staff myself to be efficient with this. But yet and still, the demand is still there.
Facts.
So, like I said, I think that's going to be interesting to see how these companies Because you go in a lot of restaurants now, they're still struggling. They're like, hey, we're hiring.
I was in the mall.
Everybody, somebody I put up on Facebook today was like, yo, who's hiring? Because I'm trying to help my young son get on his feet or whatever. I said, literally everybody.
Yeah, like, bro, you can walk, just walk out the door. There's a job.
I was at the mall, right? Foot Locker said closed. I was the only one working.
Wow.
Closed. I was the only one working.
Yo, I seen something like that where they didn't have a sign, but they said that's why they closed up because they were the only one there. I was like, man, shoot,
I'm gone.
I gotta lock the door. Because we don't have enough people here. So like literally everyone is hiring. I saw a billboard in Augusta that said that TSA is hiring $1,000 sign-on bonus, and a lot of companies are doing that sign-on bonuses for you guys to go get work. So
it's true.
Which makes me, when I see a young brother on the side of the road or somebody that in right mind begging for something, I'd be like, bro, you literally could be at work right now.
This is the time right now where you could have 2 jobs.
He at work.
No.
Yeah, if it's working out for him,
he's a salesman. Hey, man.
All right,
can I get something?
So listen,
Can I get something?
Every day is a holiday. Want people to celebrate, really enjoy themselves.
What you
so we like
selling?
to talk about it. So today's holiday is
what is it, Jay boy? I mean, what you selling? Struggle?
It's Spunky Old Broads Month. It's Spunky Old Broads Month.
Oh,
hate them saggy titties.
Whoa, sir.
Why is
every
he
time, like,
on anatomy today?
Who are you today?
Why you on anatomy so hard today? You
What
tough
did you just say?
You
What did you just
Spunky Old Broads.
Why?
So that's the mentality.
With a lot of energy.
But how does that equate to saggy? How does that? Why they got to be saggy?
Because they old. He said old.
But sometimes old is more seasoned and flavorful. Why got to be saggy?
I never said
And
that
I know
saggy
some
was
old bro.
wrong.
I know some old broads that got some sitting up Jones. I know some older broads that they ain't had their titties done, and them Jones still sitting pretty good because they ain't too big.
It's a few unicorns out there.
Hey man,
So
we going
Ain't
straight.
nothing wrong with a saggy titty.
I just say a spunk. That's a long titty.
Oh my God!
Long nipples.
Long.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So listen,
Ain't
man,
nothing wrong with
it's
that.
Spunky Old Broads. So all you spunky old broads out there
Yes.
celebrating you this month, I say, hey fellas,
They
I want to
celebrate
let
you?
y'all know. All the fellas would be like, hey, I want me a spunky old broad.
Yes.
Hey.
No, be careful what you ask for. Because see, it's cool when she's like, oh man, she got a little spunk. I like her. And then when that spunk turn on you, you're like, I'm gonna punch this bitch in her face.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell
Hey,
you.
hey, all spunky old brides.
Telling you.
Spunky old brides slide in my DM. I'm sorry, my bad.
You don't want.
I'm just, you don't
want
want
all
it.
the smoke.
I don't want. Maybe I don't want.
I'm
Smoke.
gonna tell you, I say that from experience. At one time, I did say that, like, man, you like a girl with a little bit of spunk. But then the day that spunk turned a little bit my direction, I ain't like that. I was
That
like,
spunk,
nah.
hey, yeah, that spunk
you
don't
need
have
to
no
shut up.
filter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
need
know.
to shut up. You doing too much.
Spunk
Yeah,
ain't got no
shut up.
cap.
You wrong for that.
They got to that part.
You wrong for
I
that.
ain't
brother.
saying I'm immediately telling you shut up. I'm
Still
saying you
wrong
got
for
to
that.
shut up. That's you done went there.
wrong
If you
for
get
that.
to shut up, you done did too much.
You better respect your
Any
elders.
person, man or woman, you got to
Okay.
shut up.
These are realities.
So all right, man.
Did you say shut up, ma'am?
No.
That's why I stay in
Monday-
church and be praying.
Monday, card reading day. Monday is card reading day. Do you take time to read cards? Or you just pick up random. You just like, you know what? It's red. Hey, I'm gonna pick this up. Or do you take the time, like you sit there and read cards? You barely can read.
Yeah, thank you. He barely. I mean, thank you. Because
You give terrible gifts, don't it? Not
Hey,
terrible
man,
gifts. I think you probably give good gifts, but cards, I think the
it's
gifts.
messed up, man. It's messed
No,
up,
I think you
man.
give good
Hey,
gifts.
man,
I'm
listen,
that's
see,
my
hey,
card.
listen.
I could barely read.
hey, if the shoe fit, wear it.
I ain't
Miami
gotta
public
read.
schools.
It's a card, man.
So you get blank cards?
No, I don't get blank cards.
Oh,
but it
okay.
already say mom, daughter, dad. Look, just look. You done.
So you just pick that. That's
You
how
done.
you pick.
No, you
You-
just said
you
it. You
already
just said
know.
it. So you do exactly what he just said. You
You
just pick
already
up a
know.
card and give it.
You
You ain't
just
read
pick
a
a
card.
card.
I ain't gotta read. I give good gifts.
I think.
You know, give me a card.
If
with
I was
nothing
the
in it.
guest,
it's a
I
problem.
would say that he just pick up a card because it say mom, and you sit there and read cards. Am I right about
I
that?
definitely read
Nah,
cards.
I mean, I do read the card because it has to correlate with.
Why it
with
take you that
whatever's
long to
going
tell
on
us that you
between
read the
me.
card? So I don't believe you read the card
I like
because you
to
would have said
feed
that up
into
front.
The fact that y'all don't understand my intelligence.
That's not true. We
understand.
the problem is we understand it.
We
That's the problem,
understand.
and we
Right.
actually are second guessing ourselves for the fact that we understand it.
Your intelligence is allocated.
Shit.
It's
That's the point.
allocated.
It's the point.
It's the fact is like, how do we understand this? This is problematic in itself.
I know where to be like, all right, that's your wheelhouse. Nah, not this part.
Yeah, I'm actually into the pop up cards. Images of cards that may sometimes have music or anything. No, like I really do. Like I try to be intuitive with my cards, especially like
you
Mother's
seen the
Day.
new cards where you can record? It got a QR code in it now because everybody used to them when you
the
record
digital.
a video and stuff. Yeah, I think those
Those are
cool.
neat.
Another level. Yeah, I've always been like that. I got the card because I can't get a card and the words really don't connect. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you were always the person I look to. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't look at you. I don't look at you like this. So, like, even for parents, I'd be like, it'd be stuff in there. I'd be like, no, that don't describe my parents or don't describe my relationship with my mom or with my dad. I'd be like, nah, that ain't it. Let me go over here.
I went through a heavy phase where I became the card writer.
Yeah,
I'll get a card that says something that's big, like like one line that means.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
and on the other side, I like to call on the blank side. I usually write
and
something.
I try to be intuitive with that specific season or moment that we're in, so that way it creates a timestamp.
Yeah, I like that. I like to say that it creates
beautiful.
a timestamp. Yeah, because I always write on the other side. I always have something else to say. It's never just sign Jason and put in the card. I think if I'm there, I don't know. We probably beefing.
So you,
so if you get a card with just my name in it, we probably beefing.
That means he took the adult move to just give you something because I really didn't want to do this.
I didn't want to do this. I just.
But we might not always be here.
he's
so
a
let me.
genius. He buys words that aren't enough. I don't get it.
Yeah, the word was enough.
But you purchased them.
Cause I got a lot to say.
I feel you.
Yeah, I got a lot to say.
Money not wasted.
Moving on. Tuesday is good. Be humble day. So shut.
Be humble, sir.
You be humble.
Wow.
Say why you mad because you be making bad purchases? Wow.
Why is that a bad purchase?
Because you purchase words that aren't enough.
The words are never enough. They're never gonna be enough.
So that's why you
especially
start
somebody
making
you
the
love.
videos. So that's why you do the videos now.
Oh, that's something new. Yeah, you can add the
I
video
got you.
because that's just now your presence is there too. Especially I don't live near none of my family.
Got you.
It's happening right
So if I send away a card, now you got a moment.
Got you.
You got an extra moment.
Extra moment.
Well, be humble, nigga. It's Tuesday is National Margarita Day, so everybody get humble and get bent on Taco Tuesday. So it's Taco Tuesday with National Margarita Day. Hey man, y'all gonna get bent on Tuesday? I holler at you. I tell you where we gonna be. Wednesday is Inconvenience Yourself Day. Inconvenience yourself
Day.
How often do you you got kids, so you inconvenience yourself all the time. You got kids, you probably inconvenience yourself all the time. Yeah. I don't got no kids.
I feel like
I got a goddaughter, but so at times I have to inconvenience.
Hey, you don't need
myself
kids
for
to do that. I
Yeah.
feel like humans inconvenience me all the time.
All the time.
Word.
Have you
But
ever drove on 85?
But they are inconveniencing you. You ain't inconveniencing yourself. But have you ever done it and looked at yourself and be like, why did I do this? That's happened to me.
That's
On
true.
a particular day, when I done something, I'd be like, you know what? I did this to me. And speaking of that, so I stopped inconveniencing myself a little bit.
I feel that way when I text the Blasian. I'm like, why did I do this to myself?
So the conversation we just had with Fresh inconvenienced myself.
Why did I do this?
Yeah.
But
It's an inconvenience me to buy a card without enough words. I don't understand it.
So I tell you how
You gonna get one of them cards.
being able to inconvenience where inconveniencing myself comes in. I look at myself kind of crazy when you do. So I stopped doing it because I used to like show up to people's stuff and come to your it's such and such birthday party, so I'm gonna show up. And I started one day I was getting dressed to go to somebody's thing, and I was like, this nigga wouldn't show up for me.
It's true. You start making decisions.
This nigga would not come. If he had the day I had, I don't feel like this person
Would do all of that.
Just to show up. And I don't think this person's going to even appreciate me showing up right now.
I ain't gonna even know
You
you
know
did.
what? I took my clothes off and did something else. I did.
You went in nature.
No.
Wow. Whoa.
I was like, man, I'm wasting an outfit, all this. I ain't doing it. I ain't about to do it.
I do it.
So I stopped doing it. So if you'll see me not showing up, it's because
Right.
I ain't inconveniencing myself to y'all no more because I feel like y'all don't really rock with me like that. So anyway,
Y'all don't really rock with me like this.
So I do it to break habits. Like, you know how we all might drive the same way home?
Mm-hmm.
I'll drive a different route just to break the habit. You know, even if it throws me off 5 or 6 minutes. So I do that type of inconvenience. Or like
I don't
if I
believe
brush
that.
my teeth
I don't believe that.
with like my left hand, I switch it up and do
I don't
it
believe
with
that.
my right hand. You know what I mean?
I'm not buying it.
what I do.
Y'all can, our listeners, y'all can buy into that.
That's what I
I
do.
don't believe that. I don't believe that. Nah.
Hey, listen.
No.
Listen.
I don't believe it.
The amount of arguments I've had with this man in the car
you
over
mean?
ways about a route that's 2 minutes of a difference, I don't believe that. He willingly gonna say 5 to 6 minutes. That's
matter.
a goddamn lie. It's a lie. I don't believe it. Yeah, you know,
I do it on purpose.
I'm not committing to
I do
this.
it on purpose.
I'm not committing to this. Go, what's next? What's next? I get inconvenienced and frustrated.
Well,
This nigga lying.
Well, speaking of maybe inconvenience yourself, on Thursday is the Great American Spit Out.
They say.
What?
They say at on Thursdays.
So there's a
On
day that you're legally
Thursdays,
authorized to
to
spit out.
So you don't have to swallow on Thursday.
Wow.
Thursday is the Great American Spit Out.
So Thursday is a
Great
swallow
American
free day. Swallow free
that
day.
means every other day you know what you got to do.
Every other day, you
Big
know
gulp.
what you're required to do.
Wow.
Boneless
Wow.
kid.
They say on
Boneless
Thursday. They say on Thursday you're gonna have the most intelligent DNA in your body.
The Great American
Unfortunately, you're gonna spit it out.
Oh my God.
The Great American Spit Out.
Spit
on
out.
Thursday, y'all. So everybody, you guys that participate, spit out on the count
So
of three.
basically, we got to tell them the daycares are closed.
So
Daycares are closed on Thursday.
Closed.
Friday is
Throat daycares are closed.
You mean the buffet is open?
Well, speaking of the buffet, on Friday is National Chocolate Covered Peanuts. Peanuts Day.
This
National
Negro.
Chocolate Covered
Covered
Peanuts Day.
That's what's up.
So you can spit out on Thursday, but on Friday
Friday.
you will get back on that chocolate covered
With
peanuts.
With them nuts back in your throat. Them nuts back in your throat on Friday.
Get back to the nuts on Friday. Oh,
Chocolate
Oh my
it's gonna
God.
be a nutty week. All right, moving.
Nutty week.
moving. Man, I really need to. I need to skip, but I'm gonna do one that's stupid. I'm gonna just move along, man.
I thought he said I really need to ski. I'm about to say
No,
what?
skip.
He said skip. I was like, sir.
Skip.
Ski. Yeah, skip, sir.
This is our favorite part of the show. Our favorite part of the show. People do is say stupid stuff all the time.
All the time.
We like to talk about it. It's our favorite part of the show, and it's called
That's Stupid.
So here we go. Some people like a bit of pain in their sexual pleasures. I find it a bit distracting. I find it a bit good because my mind is already busy enough. Don't be drawing my mind off with ouch. I can't do it. That's me. My mind already is all over the place. So I just a little distraction. It's over with. That's just me. It's over with. I'm doing my mind over here. I'm doing something else. I'm done with you. So I don't need no detours, no ouch. Okay. So
Gotcha.
now nudity and nudists, because you're talking about one with nature. This is why I did this one. Nudist or naturalist lifestyle is
Naturalist
not about
lifestyle.
It's not about sex. It's not about sex.
It's not.
People want to they walk around naked. They don't like clothes, or they want freedom.
I love it.
It's very liberating if you go to one of those,
Retreats.
clothing optional places or
the
what
beaches.
have you. So, but I think this one is a little bit of both.
Okay.
Chef Kim LeRiviere is the head chef at Bear Oaks Family Naturist Park in Toronto, and she cooked butt naked like Ving Rhames and Buddy and Baby Boy. She cooks butt naked at this.
See, I'm not even bothered by none of that. But I be trying to figure out how they make it through with the popping grease.
So this is where I'm going. This is one of those ideas that sound cool or sexy until you cooking an all-star breakfast with well-done bacon or a burger on the stovetop.
popping.
She
literally popping.
popping fried coochie lips don't sound like fun at all. Popping fried coochie
no.
lips do not sound like a good time.
Notes of bacon grease may add for flavor.
I don't want my coochie dipped in no bacon grease, ma'am. Don't y'all
I feel
dip
like she
none-
got like a natural grown apron on. You know what I mean? Like
You
just
think-
woofing everywhere? It's just-
He said natural grown apron. Hey, you get down there and get a whiff of hamburger. Whiff of fresh burger.
Get in your clothes and it stinks. Yeah, that Joe just still smell
Burgers
like
and fries.
Yeah, that come out the side.
it smell like a BLT down here.
Oh my God. Bacon lips and tomato. Bacon lips and tomato.
Lips and tomato.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I don't want no part.
no part.
So, a poppin' fried coochie or sizzled schlong sounds even worse for the dudes. So, like butt naked cooking, it sounds like it's like one of them things. Like that V-Day, that red holiday has passed, and you have those ideas in your head that sound real good until you actually do them.
And you be like,
and this is one of them.
I'm going to retract that.
You know
Nipple
what?
Benedicts.
Kind of like rose petals on the bed. It sound cool, and if it's in your bed, you be mad though, because them rose petals gonna tear the sheets up. Them sheets be red. It's like dye everywhere.
My immediate question: who cleaning this up?
Exactly.
Who cleaning this up?
That's why you had to go to the hotel and do something like that. But anyway,
No, you better give me them fake ones.
She said,
fake rose
yeah,
petals.
that's a better idea.
Fake rose petals.
She said it sounds liberating. She said it's liberating. The popping part, the grease on the coochie is the liberating part.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
So she walking around here with blistered coochie.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
Well,
like.
you know,
to me.
you did say Canada, so she's probably cold outside and she's trying to heat it up.
No. That has no grease popping on it. So she probably got speckled
warm
boobies.
pops.
That's a lot going on there. So anyway, Chef Kim, put a robe on, a sheer rubber suit or something. But from us to you, that's stupid.
I mean, she could cook in a latex suit.
That's what I'm saying.
She
Put
gets
on a
to
body
something.
condom.
We just need a layer of something to
We like
protect your
sheer.
skin.
Yeah, because I want,
We want your skin to be protected.
Yeah.
Did she wipe herself and taste the food?
Moving on. Moving on.
I'm just saying,
All right, man. We like to talk about music on here as well. I got a musician on the squad.
That was the immediate silence.
Let's get into it. Jackson on music. What you got for me
Man.
today, Jackson?
Man, look here. First of all, recap, man. Let me give a big shout out to the OGs, Music Soul Child, and to Anthony Hamilton. They did the versus battle on the 15th. Man, look,
The day after Valentine's Day show.
great turnout.
Why you think they did? You think they didn't do it on Valentine's Day because they figured that people were busy, so they wouldn't really watch it? That would hurt their.
I feel like it probably
Watch.
and they probably would have done better to have done it on Valentine's Day.
That's how I feel like.
That would have been great, a lot, especially their fan base would have been booed up, turned on the TV, had some champagne or wine or whatever and jam, because they definitely created an amazing vibe. They didn't sound good. That's a personal opinion, but they definitely created an amazing vibe. Well, it was a lot of people's opinion.
No, yeah, I saw the comments.
It was like, hey, y'all didn't. And see, this is the thing that baffles me. We've been doing verses now for almost a year.
A long time.
I'm trying to figure out why the sound men they ain't perfected this shit.
It's because it's
a different sound man every time.
Exactly.
In different locations.
This
But
is I don't want to hear this. Y'all all these artists are signed and have done this for more than a decade.
Yeah, but
you all either are well versed enough to know how to make sure the sound is right, or y'all have the budget to bring somebody on to fix this crap.
No.
Y'all here sounding like danger.
no,
Sounding like danger.
they just show up.
Sounding like lamb chops and
They
goats.
just show up.
It was horrendous.
They did sound check on Wednesday of the previous week.
And when you
they
do
just
sound
showed
check,
up.
typically you leave a preset, so it actually makes sure that you sound the same. Anthony Hamilton did this whole thing with no in-ears, so you sung all your songs flat, disappointing the churches and the communities.
Hey man, he had a rough
He
night.
did sound, and you know what?
He had a
I
rough night.
haven't.
He took
I've
the
been
side
around
chick
Atlanta
out on
Hamilton
Saturday.
a bunch of
Had to
times.
take his wife out on Monday. He had a rough night, dog.
What?
It was a rough weekend though. Super Bowl weekend, and then
Valentine's Day.
and then man,
and then
by
the real
Tuesday, niggas was
Valentine's
tossed up.
Day. And then he had to sing the
You
next
made,
day.
and that's a conscious decision as an artist. But I mean that once again, we
was
should have
bad
perfected that by
marketing.
now. We should have perfected that by now. But I still, at the end of the
I'm
day,
sorry.
if they had to run it back, I'd still enjoy it because, like I said, it was great. And then it was interesting that they paired those two because Music Soul Child has way too many hits compared to Anthony Hamilton's catalog. Anthony Hamilton got to the point where he come out, he's singing songs that he featured on. Sir, that's not your song. You were a guest feature.
But everybody say he lost though. That's the crazy thing.
Who-
Everybody say
who,
music
Anthony?
lost.
Which so backwards because every song that music came out with, the crowd was ready. The crowd didn't know half the words on Anthony Hamilton songs. Some of the features he came out with, nobody noticed. But I think a lot of people were more frustrated at how music sounded. A lot of them weren't aware of what his sound was like on a live show.
Yeah, he was doing too. He was scatting. and
He's
he was
definitely
doing too
riffing
much.
and doing too much all over the place. But once again, they both were singing with no in-ears, which was problematic. Y'all can't even hear yourself. So
Man, he was just happy to perform. my
either
brother.
way, you tripping because I've been to a live show with him and he's still moving and his turnout is amazing.
I'm just saying he was just happy to perform that night.
He
Say
got a
less.
show coming up in Atlanta.
I ain't saying he ain't working. Why y'all trying to make it seem like I'm saying the man ain't working? I ain't saying he
Nobody
ain't
said
working.
that. You just went off on your own.
All I just said
You
was
just went
he
off
was
on
just
your
happy.
Okay,
to perform.
we're gonna
That's
cut you
all
off.
I
Thank you for
That's all I
that.
said.
Big shout out to
Every time,
Kanye.
I'm giving him props.
Big shout out to Kanye.
Big shout out to Kanye.
Kanye West. Yeah, I'm always I'm gonna hold up the Kanye the Ye banner because everybody else just wants to be so negative when it comes to Kanye and whatever he got going on with Kim. For me,
I love
personally,
Kanye.
dude, And my biggest thing is
I ain't never changed.
I want listeners to start learning how to separate the man from the craft. What that man do in his personal life ain't your business, just like you don't want nobody else in your personal business. And on top of that, secondarily speaking, before I give him a big shout out on what he's doing, I want people to understand they need to look at the Kardashians, because the Kardashians are known for doing exactly what they do. This is now what marriage they in, and what another man that has just been defiled and that went crazy after being married to them, and nobody sees the common denominator, which is the Kardashians. But anyway, I'm gonna move on with that. Kanye West is now dropping his new project. He's dropping his new project solely on his own customized stem player, which is a big deal. Now it's not. We talked about the industry changing.
Yeah, what did he say? He made $1 million something the first day or something?
2.2, yeah. He made 2.2 literally in 24 hours selling his own streaming service. Yeah, literally. And the cool thing about the stem player, so stems are when just for the listeners that don't know,
layperson.
Literally stems are literally each individual vocal format that is recorded when we record an album. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times when you hear some of your favorite artists sing and you hear background vocals or you hear background singers, each one of those vocals is recorded on a separate track before it's mixed and sent, and put onto a CD for you to hear it. Mm-hmm. So Kanye has now created a device, a platform to where you can go and customize his record, where he's giving you all the stems. So all those tracks and sounds that you love in a record, you can go in and put your voice in with it and customize it and make it your own personal. Yeah, it's a stem player, bro. It's stems.
Oh, that's
He's
hard.
giving you the stems from his album, so you can take that junk and put it in your little home makeshift studio, whatever you have, or professional studio.
Are you renting it?
No, you're buying it.
You basically
You can do a feature.
Kanye feature.
You could do your own feature on Kanye's project. And he's got his own stem player, but that's the only way now that you can get his album. It is not legally going on any other streaming platform. If you want Donda 2, you got to spend $200 and get the stem player, which is why he hit that much in 24 hours. Kanye actually released a statement. He said, today's artists only get 12% of the money the industry makes. He said it's time for musicians. He said it's time to free them from the oppressive system. Time to take control and build your own brand. So he's literally looking at the numbers.
We've been talking about that stuff, man.
Yeah, go
ahead.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't aware that most of those favorite artists that you love, those new artists are only seeing 12% of what they're putting into it after the label gets through taking their cuts. So Kanye's kind of been standing up for a while saying that, like, yo, let's change the dynamic or how we go about this. And that's just a big step,
and we we're our own platform, we're our own broadcast. Like, it's gonna take the general public a little time to catch up to that, because the general public look at it, if you ain't on Universal, like, oh, well, you just putting out music out your house, but you don't really realize I got all control if I put it out of my house. This show, I'm gonna put it out of the crib, and we are our own broadcast network. So it's like, if people can open their minds to that and not be so caught up, just like we were talking about earlier about the labels and stuff that the people are into, man, you would realize that, bro, you can take control.
You really can. And the hardest part for years, I think a lot of them have been saying that. A lot of artists have been recommending that. But the hard part is a lot of those artists that recommended that already have the capital to have that machine behind them for people to listen.
So that's the flip side, is that you can't, it's hard to start there.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to get that motor going.
So you that's where the majors play a little role, and that's what Jim Jones was talking about. He's like, man, people be talking down on the majors. He said, but a major did this, and this. Now, once you done did that, now you can pull away from the system and be like, I'm gonna go over here and be my own thing, because there's a double-edged sword to it.
It definitely is. It's a matter of determining, do you want to take an L for a season to get the motor behind you, or are you patient enough to fund it yourself and have the slow growth to get a full motor built that you can run?
I think that where it takes there is you redefine what success is, because people think that, like, everybody ain't gonna have millions and millions and millions of fans and streams and views and all that. You don't need that either. You like, man, I got 1,500 people that rock with me and always buying and always showing up.
True.
Like, you can make a living and be successful. You don't really need, I'm just throwing that number out there. It might be 2,000, it might be 5,000 people. It don't have to be 5 million, 10 million.
It's very true.
People but you have to define that success, and you got to be okay with it. That's the other thing, is people always chasing, like they talk about clout chasing. They're always chasing that success. Yeah. That looks like somebody else's success.
Exactly. And you don't know how that's really being built, because like I said, you're right, redefining success. Mm-hmm. A few records I want to recommend for y'all, man, just to put in your playlist. I definitely this past week, man, I've been rocking with Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak. Silk Sonic released the single Friday, Love Train. Now, of course, the album's out, but they pushing Love Train. Okay. Now, Love Train gives me literally 60s, 70s feels. Like, I mean, Love Train made me feel like I want to go back and two-step. I turned that thing on. I said, "Oh, come here, shout it." That should have been at prom. I should went to Augusta Beat prom and turned Love Train on. And I'm telling you, man, look here, I would have been a train. I would have. I'm sorry. Sorry. Back to it. Lucky Day and Lil Durk dropped a record. NWA feels really good. Island vibes all day. Okay. And then just channeling the side, the ratchet hood.
Yeah.
Turn upside. I don't like this man, but for some reason, listen. This specific application.
What's the problem, sir? What's the problem?
This specific application, Juicy J. Now,
you don't like Juicy?
I ain't never been a fan. His cadences are just. His man, look. Juicy J's cadences are just out of time for me, but it works for him. And as an artist, I respect that. Listen, but this one with Wiz Khalifa, let me tell you something.
It's his record.
It's his record with Wiz Khalifa helped him with production, and he gave him a West Coast sound. Man, look here. It's called.
He part of Taylor Gang. He been a solo artist.
So man, look, fix the problem.
What you talking about? Yeah, no, he sounds amazing on this record, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
He on Lil Kiki new album too, and
can I ask why everybody got to be little or young? I want to know.
Kiki,
And then on them be little.
Lil Kiki been Lil Kiki since the beginning. He been around for 20 years.
But then Bow Wow he was on the train. He should have stayed Lil Bow Wow. He should have stayed Lil. He would have been relevant. He would stay Lil.
I mean, y'all the same height. Y'all are little.
He should have been Lil. Okay. Hey man, last but not least, man, before I let this go, man, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this halftime Super Bowl performance? Last but not least,
let's get into it, man.
Can we just talk? Listen. There's so many layers of greatness that happened on that.
Super dope.
So Dr. Dre actually funded the whole set, which was ingenious.
So he paid $7 million for that.
$7 million, yes, he paid $7 million for that whole setup.
And $199 million. He's a billionaire no more.
Not after that divorce.
So hey, that rocks.
Hey, man, you didn't have to bring that up.
But I mean, this is the thing, man. I've been really looking at that. It just hit the feed today that Mary J. Blige was talking about how much she's got to pay now to still even finalize her divorce. That her husband ran through all of her money the whole time while she was doing what she's doing, and now she's still got to pay to get away from somebody that's been draining her. Like it's just, I feel like the system's got to change because it's getting really ridiculous.
It's a double-edged sword.
How people are playing that game, you know what I mean? But speaking of Mary J, she did a phenomenal job on the set.
Again,
I love the idea that she brought back that whole live experience because I think nowadays in this modern day age, a lot of these artists that step on the stage, they step on the stage with a dad or they step on the stage with a track that's running in the background. But they don't understand the art for these artists that grew up having to perform their music. 12 songs in the show, they were performing it. They had to learn how to make that voice last. They had to learn how to take breaks, give the vocal cords rest, whether you're a rapper or a singer, to execute. And she literally brought a lot of energy. That whole pass out, I wasn't ready for that either when she fell out.
Yeah, when she fell out.
I was like, oh, you better.
That's close.
Like going
I don't know if she even practiced that. I feel like that was
it happened on the stage. You know what?
The passion. I thought it
and
was
the camera said, ooh.
But the camera, they jumped right on it.
They did. They jumped on it. 50, you know what I'm saying, standing there with the blood rushing to his head, doing what he had to do until his part came.
I thought it was dope. I was excited.
It looked just like the video.
Yeah, when he brought the video out, I was like, I was hyped. I was like, the whole time I was hyped. I'm watching the joint with my mom's and dad watching the joint, and they don't really understand what's going on. They're like, mighty hype over there.
Man, it was totally my dad's era. And I texted him, I said, please tell me you're watching this right now. He was like, I am. Like, I literally had flashbacks all the way to the apartment we lived in when I was a kid because he would just bump Dre and Snoop. That whole, just watching that. And then for us to grow up doing, when Eminem and 50 got introduced, it was like, y'all hitting so many decades. And John, it's like, yo, like, respect. Sure, But big shout out to them, and and also a big shout out to all the haters that had a problem with the set because it just flowers need dirt to grow.
It's not that. Big shout out to Pepsi because the technology that they brought in to that halftime show was incredible. Most people didn't know if you were to download the Pepsi app, they had literally 360 views of the whole halftime show. So what people saw
during or after?
No, during. So literally it was live.
Wow.
So, and you controlled it. Literally, when you was like, oh, what's over here? You turned over here. Oh, who's up here? Oh, my God, what's going on over here? So I saw it both ways. Literally, I saw it and I was like, damn, on TV it's not giving it no justice. Literally, when I was watching it through my phone, through the app, I see Mary right here. Literally,
That's crazy.
Right here.
And the whole
And it was
set
just-
was
it was
the
crazy.
whole and the way they had it broken down with like little compartments, it was something going
the
on.
little tiny
everywhere throughout
houses?
the set. Bruh, it was super dope. And then you had them dancing down. But look, man, it was layers to that setup. That setup was more extravagant than just
incredible.
a stage with a band. So
That was hard.
yeah,
and
I mean,
Anderson Paak on the drums. He is up there on the drums. Speaking of him, because you mentioned him, and Kendrick Lamar's appearance. Kendrick Lamar has been MIA for 2 years now, so to have him out there.
and then they showed up looking like the Golden Lords from Meteor Man.
All right,
The Golden Lords, boy. Like I was like, okay.
you notice he because the NFL wanted some of them to change their lyrics. You notice he had to change. We hate Popo. He took that out. And we hate Popo. That line was taken out. He was like, "Erp."
And then Eminem kneeling was
Controversial for a lot of them.
And you know what? For real, I even like I was so caught up in the moment when he did it. I missed it.
I didn't even
wasn't
notice
even
it at the
thinking about
time.
it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But people jumped right on it. It was like, oh my God. And the NFL told him they didn't want him to do it. Neither you.
You know, it's Eminem.
He
Don't give a.
yeah. And y'all
I'm
ain't
so
paying me to
shady.
do
Yes,
this.
I'm the real shady.
He like NFL, y'all not paying me to do this. Drake gonna give me
I don't
a little
work
bit
for
of
y'all.
change.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I think that was incredible. I love the commercials. To your point, Pepsi, the commercials they did leading up to for this, the commercials for this event when they had Eminem moving the words, and I was like, this is crazy. So yeah. Shout out to them.
Big shout out. Back to you, J-Boy.
All right, man. Where we going with this, man? We gotta get in. It's time. It's time. I'd be scared to see what's up from his point of view, but we gotta get into it. We talking about
Pasa.
Oh man, Poppy Fresh, what you got for us today, Fresh?
What's going on? So today I just wanted to keep it light. You know, I wasn't gonna say nothing too crazy,
Sir,
but I wanted to give people.
Bro, you've
crazy to left.
already messed that up at the beginning of the show.
Too crazy, man. I just want to keep it nice, subtle, because it is Black History Month. So I just want to. I want to shout out people of color. You know, my people. And I want to take the time out to. What?
People of
color?
What are you
My
talking
people.
about?
What you mean? I ain't say hood niggas. I ain't say ratchet.
Go
I ain't
ahead.
say.
Go ahead.
I ain't say black people.
Go
I
ahead.
said my people.
The correct term is Negro.
I did say Negro.
Is that where we going?
I said Negro.
Go ahead,
Well, you
sir.
said Jim Crow.
Go ahead, bro. Where you going?
Anyways,
Historically, correctly, Hebrew, Negro.
Hebrew Negro.
Hebrew and Negro are correct
Hebrew
terms.
and- So the Hebrews,
When you wake up, you'll find that out.
So we ain't gonna say the Negroes. You're gonna say the Hebrews.
What is going on?
I'm just trying to get clarity.
I want
People
you
of
to go
color,
ahead
people
into
of color is
this.
insulting.
I'm trying
You ain't
to.
seen the video when the man got slapped for saying
of
that?
color.
You go ahead.
Color
It was
people.
multiple slaps.
But I mean,
Hilarious.
It was open
slappage.
hands.
That video was straight slappage. He kept going. With, yeah.
That boy was
Yeah.
like Juwan
Yeah.
Howard. He was just.
Oh my God.
You didn't even bring that up.
What's funny?
Juwan Howard, how you just slap.
Oh
buddy?
yeah, I did bring that up.
I'm just saying.
So it's been a lot of slappage this past week, is what you're saying.
It has. So I just wanted to shout out this young lady who has done something very amazing in the city of Atlanta. She is the first African American to own a movie studio worth $135 million. Right? And you would think
First African American woman, is it?
woman
Okay.
to own a movie studio that's worth $135 million. Right? And she says she's been working on this for the past 12 years to make this come to light. But this is when you pay attention to what she's actually doing, she's building sound stages. Right?
Oh, nice.
And what people don't understand is that this is going to correlate with the multiverse, right? Because instead of me being in my home, I'm going to have to be where? On a sound stage to produce whatever content that I'm going to provide for the metaverse, right? 2 Chainz was a prime example of that, right? When he recorded something a year ago and had a full concert in the metaverse. And when he was in it, he actually asked himself, like, damn, this is crazy. Like, this is me. You know, and you start meeting people that you don't even know and having full-fledged conversation with these random people who are watching a concert of you.
Yeah.
In the metaverse. Is that what they're doing? So to as they talking about performing in the metaverse, it's not a live situation. It's pre-recorded and then put in the blockchain. Right? But they are going to have live events as well. That takes what? A different type of technology. In order to get that different type of technology, you got to be aware
On a sound stage. Oh. No, not at home.
How do I?
Home.
Well, that's a whole nother.
sound
That's a
stage
conversation we have
preparation
later.
for
But like we'll have a conversation later about metaverse. I don't want to get into that right now. But we don't have a conversation. I got. There's more questions. Go ahead.
I wanted to just bring light to that because a lot of us are
what's her
trying.
name?
Her name is Yolanda Branch.
Yolanda Branch. Okay. Well. Okay.
Branch or brunch?
Baruch. You know I can't
Brunch.
spell.
Brook.
Moving on.
Branch.
Brunch.
Brunch. I'm sorry to butcher your name, ma'am. I really am, but I do intend on working with you in the future.
Tag.
Anyways, but I say that to say that we have to start paying attention to new ways to create jobs or new businesses. And we are all looking at, oh, well, let me go get a space to do a podcast. Or let me go get a space to be a photographer. You know, but you have to understand that things are starting to shift and go into another direction. And when you start seeing articles like this, as a mom and pop or a small business, you can say, how can I, help or be a part of or create something like this?
Yeah, especially on a smaller scale because you said she did this is worth how much?
$135 million.
Yeah, and she took 12 years to do it.
So
those two things, time and money, are the two things that
most people need.
Don't have.
Yeah,
and especially at mom and pop shop, they're like, all right, how do I become a part of this, or do I just tune it out because I don't have either one of those two things?
Right.
And so I think.
Well,
I hope we're getting better. I think in one phase of life we are getting better, but I hope we're getting better with, hey, here's as we were talking about earlier, here's maybe the knockout version, or here's the barrier of entry is not as high as you think it is. Here it is. Because we still in this situation where people are kind of hoarding that information. And I think they need to start. I think we just got to get better at that across the board, especially black people.
Well, we also got to get better at searching for information. Because I think the issue is that we just go to Google, you know what I mean, instead of actually going to certain places that could probably give you the information that you're looking for.
Where is that place?
So, like, for instance, like if I was into real estate, right, and I want to find, like, tax lien properties, I can go online, and they might not give me what I need. But if I went to the courthouse to get the public record, I got everything that I need. So I took it a step further to get to research what it is that I need.
But what you just said, that's a knowledge barrier of entry, because you just said go to the courthouse. There's people that don't even know that stuff exists over there at the courthouse.
Well, like you said, J-Boy, we got to read.
Correct. Again, all I'm saying is that I hope you're not wrong. What I'm saying, I hope that we're just getting better with, hey, there's a barrier. The barrier of entry is not what you think it is.
Right.
You think it's $1.2 million.
True.
It's not.
It's not.
You need to go over there to this book house. You know, you got to go to the courthouse, or you need to meet Jackson, or you got to talk to, you know what I'm saying?
Well, but I think that issue is not with those who are under the age of 21. The issue is those above that age. Because, like, for films, we all used to think, hey, I need a film budget, and I got to figure things out. Now people are shooting movies on their phones for the past 6 to 7 years. So people who are in our industry who think, hey, I need a budget, you really don't in some cases. You just have to start. And then a lot of angel investors. I tell people all the time, go to Meetup ATL, or Meetup in any city that you're actually in, and you could be around those people. Those people who can open the door, those people who can invest in you. So there's so many different ways that we can get better at doing something. Yeah. When we put more research into it.
Indeed.
So that's really how I want people to think, because moving forward, I want to give y'all something that y'all can actually implement in y'all lives and do. Because, again,
you gonna do what? I'm gonna provide a how?
Yes, I'm gonna provide a how.
This is not gonna go well.
It is gonna go well.
You need to talk to us before you.
I'm not talking to you about nothing.
Nothing.
Definitely should be a consultation.
Ladies and gentlemen, if he gonna tell you a whole bunch of what.
It's not true.
How is not? He's not the guy to go to for this.
It's not his skill set. His skill set is not the how.
Wheelhouse, didn't we? We just talked about it in the wheelhouse. That's not your wheelhouse.
All the how,
sir.
I just don't give it.
I've known you a long time, and
Just don't
how
give it to
has never been your wheelhouse.
give it to him.
We've tried it a few times.
Tons of what?
It wasn't successful.
Tons of what?
Never.
Oh, he got ideas for days. If you
Never.
need ideas, holler at
And then when
people.
I go to them for the how, never happens. I don't understand.
Incorrect.
I don't
This is an entire plan.
I don't understand.
It's true.
Go ahead.
It's crazy. So I want to shout out African American CEOs, and the reason for that is because a lot of people listening sometimes or maybe never even think about that. Like who's actually running this company, or
And when you said like Fortune 500 and like big corporation CEOs.
Big corporation CEOs. Now, and the reason for that is because we always assume that they don't look like us. Or
because historically they have not.
That's true.
Yeah, so and it's not not broadcast.
It's not. It's not broadcast, and again, it's not inspirational because if it's not out there, people don't know.
It's not, we can't. It's hard to celebrate if nobody's.
You don't know. So I just want to shout out. His name is Kenneth Frazier, and this dude literally is worth over $300 million. You know, he makes $21 million a year, and he works for Google. You know what I mean? And
he's CEO now. CFO or COO. Where is he at?
He actually stepped down. He's ex-CEO. You know, but he actually stepped down. But it's like you, again, you
didn't know. Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that the CEO of Google was ever black.
Right,
a black man. Never knew that.
You would have never known. You know what I mean? And you would have never.
And I wasn't looking for it. Right. Like you said, the research. I hadn't looked into it.
You would have never looked at it.
Historically, on that platform, you just wouldn't expect it.
And then I also want to shout out. I apologize because I know I'm about to
butcher this joint. What is it?
But Thasonda Brown.
Thasonda, that won't do bad.
Yeah, you did
Thasonda
good.
Brown.
Good job, man.
Thasonda Brown. Duckett.
TJ Duckett.
Duckett.
Thasonda Brown Duckett.
Thasonda Brown Duckett.
I just want to say her name. Thasonda
Thasonda
Duckett.
How you doing, Thasonda Brown
Thasonda
Duckett?
Brown Duckett. Can I say Thasonda Brown?
But I say that because there's
her name
a lot
means
of
like she automatic. Never mind,
there's a lot of beautiful black women in power.
It sounds like you would just never mind. I had so many.
Thasonda.
She's a powerful woman.
She is a powerful woman.
Powerful woman. She makes $20 million a year.
Powerful pumps. Sorry. I'm sorry.
See, this is how we get in trouble right here. This is how we get in trouble.
I'm sorry.
Right here.
Thasonda, listen.
Okay, right here.
I'm at Thasonda.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
listen. Stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop it.
I
apologize on behalf of Poppy Fresh.
I'm sorry.
These are not my views. I am sorry.
Mischievous.
Sorry.
It is no
My mind is I just
Listen, do you know what she has to deal with on a daily basis, Jackson? Stop it.
thickness. That's what I get out of this.
Stop
I
it.
get this.
Stop it.
Thasonda.
Stop it.
Thasonda coming to the office. We didn't have a meeting.
Stop it.
I love it.
Stop
Shout out to she'd have worked up. Go ahead.
She didn't work her way on up.
But I wanted you guys to know who those people are, so that you can research their story and they can inspire you and inspire your children. Moving forward.
Well, shout out to Thasonda Brown Duckett, man.
Oh God.
Thasonda Brown Duckett.
Duckett.
You can't help when you get that Thasonda. You gotta get that Thasonda
Play
right.
with the T's.
I'm just calling Miss Duckett.
So sorry, Miss Duckett.
Just Miss Duckett. We rock with you, Thasonda.
Yeah, you. Oh my God. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. You want to see what's going up, what's going on. You know what? I usually would give you his social media, but he's gonna get better at that because you won't know what's going on with him if you went to his social media.
The hate is real.
So
The hate.
You can follow me at Poppy Fresh. 2 eyes.
You don't follow him at Poppy Fresh.
I do.
This is true. It's just nothing there. He said, "Why? He don't follow him."
Hey, man. He's mad right now. I don't even know why.
All right, man. So,
Holy
so here we go. We almost done with y'all, but we got to get into this mischievous conversation before we get out of here because I got to have this conversation with y'all.
Can we invite Thasonda?
This, we might after I tell you
start.
this conversation was supposed to. It was supposed to happen. It would have happened last week if we had our show last week, but it's just a conversation that I think I wanted to have anyway. Fellas, I got a question for y'all.
I might have an answer.
You might. Should Valentine's Day be moved, like to a different date?
Yes.
Or a different month?
Hell yes.
And if so, where would you move it and why? So that's
Hell
my
yes.
question. Should Valentine's Day be moved?
Yes.
And if so, where would you move it and why? So Jackson, what you got for me? Because I got my theories on that.
No, I think it's fine where it is.
You think it's fine?
Yeah.
Nah.
So you wouldn't move it?
No.
I would move it.
Wait, I think you're going to change your mind when we start
move
getting
it.
into this a little bit.
I'm just saying. Listen,
It's
So,
Black
but
History
tell me
Month.
why. You would keep it there. Why would you keep it there?
because it's the cold season. It's a snuggle season. It's cuffing season. The whole concept. You have your Valentine. You get bottom boot up. You know what I'm saying? You do all that in the wintertime. You know how I feel about the heat.
Butt
This
face.
is the thing. You try to cuddle with
Butt
me
face.
in you could try to cuddle with me in July
Child,
and we get sticky.
kid.
I'm throwing a whole tantrum. I can't do it.
Because it's too hot to
It's too hot. It's too hot.
sticky.
It's too hot. I'm already about to get sticky with these aerobics I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? And then you want me to do it in the middle of the summer where it's already 100 degrees outside and you going to try to lay your head on me? Your hot forehead? No.
You don't want to do it.
Wintertime.
Okay.
Stick with it.
All right. So
No.
listen.
No.
I'm gonna give my opinion.
Go ahead.
I think it should be moved. I think it should be moved because it's basically right after Christmas.
Right.
You already bust a check for Christmas, right?
You did.
So it's right after Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And in that first couple of months, that's a heavy birthday season. That's really in my family and friends, that first 3 months, like January to about April, maybe May, it's
Nobody's
birthday.
Ain't nobody in control.
It's heavy birthday season. I just feel like it's so many birthdays
That's
there.
not a-
So, hey, listen, this is my
Hey,
personal
man,
opinion, brother.
his opinion, brother.
But then I
So
thought
let
that
that
your
man
family
talk
chose to be
about his
nasty at the
birthday.
same time of the year
So-
consecutively.
Right.
And
So
now
this
you
is
want to
the
move
thing.
the date.
I think we should move
This
it.
is personal.
And so if I was gonna move it,
It's
I
not
say
logical. It's
I
personal.
would probably move it. I'll probably move it like
That's all I'm
he
saying.
don't like the hot. I think
Right.
it should be in,
In the summer?
July, August.
July, August.
The reason I'm saying that because
Okay.
ain't no real holidays around there.
It
You
is.
know what I'm saying? You got 4th of July and nothing. You know what I mean?
It's White Independence Day.
So I think July, August is it's light work. You got vacations. You can go on. You can take them on a sexy vacation. If that's what you're gonna do.
This
You can
is
run
showing
around
logic.
butt naked if you want. I feel like that's when I think it should be moved because I just feel like it's just a heavy load from December all the way through basically
February,
April.
January.
Really.
But I
Yeah.
think that's the beauty of
April.
nothing being in July, August, September.
Oh my God.
Is it a break?
It's a break. And it's almost a whole quarter of a
But
break.
think about it. If you
When
took
does
it
cuffing
out,
season start?
if you took it out,
Winter is during the winter season.
When? Like
What?
when? When does it start?
I
When
don't
it
believe
get
in that.
cold.
When it get cold. So you like August.
So usually like
September.
Depending on where you live,
typically
though.
no, yes, I said
That's
typically
true,
November.
that's true.
But that's why I'm saying it's beautiful.
It's only 30 days. It's 28 days in
Even
Atlanta.
it don't matter, but in the South, that's why it's a win because
28
January,
days.
Yeah.
February are the only cold season. It's only really the only cold months.
So January. What about December though? It's cold in December.
Nah, December, man. Christmas typically be hot.
Yeah, it's
Usually
warm.
sunshine, unfortunately.
So the coldest month is February in Atlanta.
And usually,
about
no matter
coldest
where
month?
you at, straight across the
Shortest
board,
month.
unless you're in another country, straight across the board, that time of the year is just cold.
Right.
End of January, February.
think
it's just
we
a
should
cold
change it.
season.
I think we should.
Why
change
do you
it.
think it should be moved?
It should be
I don't wanna hear
moved
this.
to December?
But Christmas is December.
You knew he was
So
about to
tell
say.
me
You
more.
knew he was gonna say
On the
something
same
stupid.
date.
It got to
You
be
knew he was
logical,
gonna-
bro. It got to be
You knew he
logical.
was
Okay,
gonna
tell
say
me.
something
It gotta be
stupid.
logical.
You knew this.
Right.
Go ahead.
Because like
I'm gonna let you have your opinion.
I'm
Get it
gonna
off.
say maybe the first week in December, right? Because based on how your Valentine's Day go,
Bump that. We just got
Right.
out of Thanksgiving.
you got to hold on, brother. Hold on. Yeah, you was giving in Thanksgiving
oh,
to your
it's-
family,
It's right here.
right? Valentine's Day, you got to figure out who you giving to, right? And if she worth it, you know what I mean? Or you have a good Valentine's Day, that set up your Christmas. That set up your New Year.
So Christmas.
You know what I mean?
So Christmas is a reward for having a good Valentine's Day.
Damn right.
I want y'all to know this is
Damn
how you be
right.
selling bullcrap right here.
You damn
This is how you
right.
be selling
Because
bullcrap.
you got to think about it. You don't want to celebrate somebody
How we got?
who ain't celebrate you right on Valentine's
But
Day.
you
right
under-
now it's in the reverse, I guess.
No, but
Because
do you
you,
understand,
and then hold
do you
on,
understand
wait.
what you just said?
Hold on, wait. Then when your logic, right? You spending money on somebody because of what it prompts during the summer when everybody out.
But we gonna go out
Everybody-
together.
No.
That's what I'm
No.
saying.
That's prime time, brother. That's
What-
prime time.
If you run around the streets, but if you
saying.
select,
You know what?
we talk because this
Okay.
that day is for somebody you
So you
selected.
saying-
So if you selecting this person,
But again,
then that's a good time.
But hold on.
'Cause y'all can do all this
Hold
together.
on.
But you missing it.
But you ain't got no
You
time.
missing it.
You ain't got no time to get to know this person.
You
sure this
had the
person's
7
good.
months
No.
or a
no,
year
no.
because if you started at Christmas,
No, this is my point, right? You start at Christmas, not Christmas, December, right? If it's good, then you invest in it. Christmas is an investment. New Year's is an investment. The whole year is an investment, but it's all prompted on the first interview, which is Valentine's Day.
you think Valentine's Day it's at the end of the year? It's the first interview.
It is.
So
So
here's
you
my
saying
problem.
if you met the Joan in the summertime?
Yeah, you
then
got
now
to
Valentine's-
work her. You got to figure out.
But you
you
done
gotta-
already messed up. You know why? Because you
Huh.
went to Thanksgiving. You done already messed
Nah,
up.
nah.
You
So,
went to Thanksgiving.
so here's
No,
my
because
disconnect.
Thanksgiving ain't got nothing to
Here's
do
my
with it.
disconnect. When you break this down, you
doing?
talking about a holiday every 2 weeks. There's 3 consecutive holidays,
That's
sir.
what I'm saying.
No.
Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day,
Christmas,
Christmas, New
New
Year.
Year's.
This is not gonna work. This is
No,
problematic.
it is gonna work. I'm gonna tell you why. You got all year to save. You got all year to save, brother.
There's a holiday every month. You're not saving nothing.
You is saving. Valentine's Day is in December. Christmas is in December.
New Year's in December.
New Year's is in December. You got all year out the gate
to have your heaviest
save.
thing, your heaviest spend is all there together.
All in 1 month. All in 1 month.
You set
bro.
yourself up for a rough top of the year then. Your first quarter is
But you see, listen, but you had all year to decide how you want to spend your next year. Think about that.
I don't think anyone's going for this.
I don't know. I think the air gonna come out your balloon there, bro.
Double
I think
entendre.
the air gonna come out your balloon a little bit.
Spin, brother. How you want to spin your
So
next
you would,
year.
so he would move it to December.
Spin.
You would keep it. I think it could be moved.
I think it should just
Middle
stay
of
where
the
it's
year.
at.
Nah, bro. It's Black History Month. We already lose 3 goddamn days in the month.
I feel because
You know what I
January
mean?
so
And now we
long,
gonna dedicate another month to something else.
and then this comes. You're like,
Just
oh
saying, bro.
God.
Just saying.
And then it's birthday after birthday after birthday after birthday after birthday.
personal.
I feel like
So,
just saying.
like I said, he's like that.
personal.
That scenario specifically is
I
like
just
this.
saying.
Everybody can't correlate.
no, man, but for real, it's a
Ain't none
lot
of
of
my
birthdays.
business.
You know a lot of people birthdays
my
the last
business.
2 months. You knew a whole lot of
He had a
rack
whole
of
squad.
birthdays.
I do.
That's what I'm saying,
He a gang
bro.
leader. That's
Think
different.
about that.
That's
Man,
different.
Shut up, bro.
You know, like think about
That's
you. I
different.
don't think you really ever thought about it though. Like
That's
like,
because he don't buy good
you
gifts.
look at them birthdays.
That's because he buy cards.
I just feel like birthdays is heavy.
With
I
not
like
enough
this birthday
words
every
on it.
month, but I just feel like it's heavy at the top of the year.
It's definitely a birthday, and the more people you know, it just adds to it and makes it. It's like,
Adds
all right,
to
look
it.
here, I ain't got time for this.
It
sick
get
of- I'm sick of
crazy.
y'all.
Is then you start not inconveniencing yourself no more. You be like, you know what?
Hey, we already inconvenienced for the 16th. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's stressful.
And it's in the middle of the
You
week.
just get
What?
It's in the middle of the week.
God dang.
It's the middle of the week.
But it's hump day.
Mm.
All right, there it is. So so the general
Okay.
consensus, we got 2 votes for moving it, 1 vote for not
We're
moving
moving it.
What is your idea? Do you think that Valentine's Day should be moved?
Moved.
And if you did move it, where would you move it to and why?
December.
Ask yourself that.
Move it to my
send us a
bedroom.
check, man.
You
Send
make
us a
her
check,
earn
let
it
us
all
know.
year.
Stop, bro. Just
Hey
stop.
man, we got to get ready to get out of here. We had fantastic show. I think I enjoyed it. I hope you
did
guys
too.
enjoyed it, man. What we got coming up, man? This Friday, the debut of Wow for the Night radio show. I got
Wow
a
for the
countdown
Night.
show starting
Wow
at
for
5
the
o'clock
night.
on Friday on 939 Power Hits.
Long
Every
titties
single
and
Friday,
nipples.
countdown show. Top 5 at 5. We're gonna have some giveaways. We're gonna have some interviews. My man Jackson gonna actually be on the show. We're gonna interview him and talk about the new music coming. We're gonna talk to Poppy Fresh. Fresh got some things going on with Pip Closes Inc. and all those things. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff on the show. We're gonna just bring all sorts of things to y'all. And you only got here for a good time, not a long time. It's only gonna be an hour show, but it's gonna be more music, less talking. But we're gonna put a little bit of sprinkle in there. Y'all
2
want
minutes.
talking? Y'all gotta come to this. Y'all come to the podcast. Y'all won't talk.
Right here.
So that's going on,
Right here.
man. Karaoke is coming back to Bazooka on Tuesday nights. We got trivia twice a week, and I got another live show that's getting ready to come. I haven't dropped that yet, but I got another live show. Y'all remember Sky Lounge? I'm bringing something similar back, man. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be
The
real good.
Sunder.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jack, you got new music coming out?
The Sunder.
You got some new music coming out?
need her to sponsor the show.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna have to send her a letter
I'm
for
having a tag her in
sponsorship.
one of the songs. In the background is the whisper. The Sunder.
Speaking of sponsor, man, this episode brought to you by Aromex Air. Aromex Air, man, air fresheners, and they fighting the microbes in the air. You know what I'm saying? The bacteria during this time, these heavy times, you got to get something that also is cleansing the air, man. Get you that Aromex Air freshener
Need that.
in home and
He
car
said
diffusers. Go ahead and
These
get that.
heavy times.
And
Heavy
go on,
times.
make your way out there to the new Black Wall Street or go online, aromexair.com.
Aeromax Air.
Thank
So
you.
we're going to get out of here, man. Do what you love what you do. Remember all things. The only thing holding you back
is you.
And we out of here.
Au revoir.
Holla at your boy.
You know what it is.
We are Minds of Mischief.
Poppy Fresh is in the building.
Every time we turn around, we hear somebody calling us Mischief.
I know sometimes it can be way left.
Everybody checking for us, cause we never disappoint. Mischief.
Maybe not.
We never